Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. So, I want to start off by just making an acknowledgement to Bob Proctor, who passed away yesterday. Bob Proctor has been my mentor for the last couple of years, and it's just with heartfelt gratitude to his life and for him to show up and do the work he wants to do in the world and to teach me just the most amazing principles about life, goal setting, goal achieving. I am just forever grateful. So thank you all for coming in. Let me know where you're calling from. So in memory of Bob Proctor, I'm going to just light this candle. So this is a really yummy smelling, beautiful candle. It's from Nick Pigeon about unstoppable success. So I'm going to light this candle in memory of Bob because these scents are supposed to activate the mind. And so Bob Proctor is all about mindset. He actually has this program called Thinking into Results. You know, it's so interesting as I've been going to different conferences with Brendan Burchard and there's other random events I go to. I met people from the Mahima Mindset. Hi, Thomas. And a lot of them are doing this Bob Proctor program as well, which I'm not surprised because Bob's goal. So we have a goal. We write on a goal card. Mine's in my wallet. But we have this goal written on a goal card that we look at every day. You want to look at your goal every single day. Write it down every single day. Feel it, visualize it. Just in your imagination, live into it. And so his goal was to reach every country in the world. And so he just did this maybe, I don't know, 3 years ago or less. So it's so awesome to see that he definitely accomplished the goals he wanted to do before he passed away and just instilled this amazing knowledge in all of us. All right. Hey. All right. So it was so interesting. So I was actually going to do this live today all around habits. And then it just so happened Bob passed away last night. So now I was like, well, there's definitely no excuses. I'm going to, just in his memory, share all this knowledge and really, make sure that I stay on top of my habits and really going live, showing up consistently, and giving the good news, right? Hi, everyone. It's so good to see you. Okay, so today I want to talk about habits. And so what Bob Proctor says as a habit is a fixed idea that's in the subconscious mind without subconscious thought. And so one of the things he says that I always think about is habit is making good in the world, or it's making good automatic, basically. It's just like brushing your teeth. You get up and you just brush your teeth. Not that you necessarily love it. You just do it because it's just who you are. It just becomes who you are, not just what you do. So this is what we want to do with our goals and our success in our life is make it a habit. Hello, let me know who's here, where you're calling from. So good habit is making good automatic in the world. And so it really got, because sometimes you have to hear it in different ways from different people. And so Lewis Howes from the School of Greatness podcast interviewed him. And so Bob was saying, he's like, no, I'm lazy. That's why I create these habits. And so, I don't know if Bob would call himself lazy, but he's like, no, I don't love doing it. That's why I just make it a habit. So it just gets done. I think the laziness was from Denise Duffield Thomas. She has the book Chillpreneur. And she says she's lazy. She's like, no, I'm lazy. I make things easy so I can be lazy. And I'm like, that's exactly what Bob Proctor was talking about, is making good automatic by using habits. So that's what I want to talk about today is I really want you to look at your non-productive habits that you're doing. Maybe you're sleeping in when you want to be getting up so you have time to meditate and take your time in the beginning of your day. Write down your goals, like I was mentioning. So what are some of the habits that you're not doing? Maybe you're not making the offers. Maybe you're not doing the collaborations, the partnerships, showing up consistently. So there's this quote. It says, it takes no more effort to do, I don't know, actually. I can't think of the quote right now. I kind of slipped my mind. But basically, it doesn't take any more effort to do the things you're going to be doing. And so it's like, just do it anyways. Make it a habit to show up, to write your goals down, to make the offers if you're an entrepreneur, which a lot of people here are entrepreneurs. So just make it a habit so you don't have to think about it so much. And then it's not like taking your energy on trying to make a decision. It just becomes a habit of what you do. So another thing with habits, so Bob calls habits, a multitude of habits, a paradigm. And so we are living in our paradigms. And it's so interesting. He has this stick person. Habit is God's way of making good automatic. Yes, Thomas. So there's this stick person who talks about like the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So whatever's impressed on your subconscious mind is the vibrational state of being that you're going to be in. And so from that vibrational state of being, that's how you act, and then that's how you attract. So it's so important to first be aware of your thoughts, because whatever you think on a continuous basis is how you're going to start acting, reacting, and just going to have that habitual behaviors, that paradigm you're going to be living on and living from. So what I would love for you to do this weekend is really think about, write down, become super aware of your habits that you're doing that are not productive, and then switching that to productive habits. And I started listening to this discipline affirmations. I'm all about listening to affirmations, writing them down, listening to it. I have on voice loop for specific affirmations from what I want to accomplish. But if I'm not listening to my voice loop, I listen to ones online. And I did this when it was for confidence years ago, before I really started showing up online. And I didn't realize how much it really made an impact on me, because now here I am showing up online pretty confidently, I would say. But this one's for discipline affirmations. And so it just tells you, like, I don't give in to temptations. I'm so focused on my goals. I love the outcome. I love the feeling that my goals achieved brings to me. It's like these really great affirmations. And so now if I want to, I don't know, like go eat or sit down or just chill, I mean, all that's very important, right? But, it's like, no, I have these goals I want to do. So I'm listening to these discipline affirmations. Like, who would have thought? But they're really powerful, and they're really working for what I want to accomplish. This candle smells so good. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. So I want to make these really short. So that was basically it. So really look at your habits, and create habits that are just going to work for you. That's going to help you achieve your goals faster, easier, more productively. So that was it. Rest in peace to Bob Proctor. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for all you were, all you are, your legacy. It continues. I will definitely show up and share your knowledge, and just for me, and just for my coach Pradnya, for Bob, for all of us, really, because we're all collective one. I'm 2022. I want to step into my greatness. That is something I have told myself, and so I don't want to make excuses. I don't want to let the terror barrier get in the way. So if you know Bob Proctor's program, this Thinking to Results program, then you know what I'm talking about. So also, my name is Terry Wade. I am a spiritual business coach. So I focus a lot on the mind. I used to just focus on strategy. I taught business classes at Skyline College. I had my MBA. And so I was teaching people the strategy behind business, mostly marketing. Social media marketing was my focus. But now I really got into, after Bob Proctor, so he totally changed my whole course of my life. After studying with him, I realized people need the mindset. They need the self-image of the successful person that achieves their goals. And then because I have that spiritual foundation, and I have energy, I have a certification in energy healing. So basically I can see where the blocks are that you're having. And then also we clear those blocks. Like, a lot of times it's just you getting in your own way. So get out of your own way. And I have tools, templates, techniques, and assessments to help you do that. I do have 2 spots for my one-on-one program open. It's a 6-month program. If that sounds interesting to you, then send me a message. I'm going to be launching my mastermind, Abundance Mastermind, again. Super excited. So if you want to be in a group setting, in a mastermind, then definitely stay tuned. Send me a DM, and I'd love to talk to you more about it. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye. Bye, Facebook.